Being on time creates a favorable impression. Too early, you look like you're eager. Too late, you look like you're hiding something.
You want to tell me again why this has to be done tonight?
Because the detective insisted that Nell's body was found within his jurisdiction.
The real reason?
Yeah. When I spoke with the detective earlier, he referred to you as Mrs. Corinthos 3 times and wanted to know if your husband would be joining you for the interview.
So this is about Sonny.
My guess is this detective wants to enhance his reputation by taking down a Corinthos. Any Corinthos, including you.
Okay, well, you're not going to let that happen.
Not based on the information I have. Is there anything you left out?
I don't want to put Sam on the spot, but she will have to make a decision about Drew's half of the company. She's either going to have to sell it or get a competent CEO.
Well, my darling, you are a competent CEO. You already run half of Aurora. Why don't you just run the whole thing? Listen, at least put it on the table as an option. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I have to take this. Nina Reeves. Yes, thank you for getting back to me. It's a single ply. Just a headstone. Yes, that's appropriate. Her name, Janelle Benson.
I told you everything that happened that night.
Yes, you also told me everything that happened the night Claudia Zaccara died. Only that turned out to be all lies. Consequently, Sonny was convicted for a murder he never committed, and Michael lost all hope for his defense.
That was years ago, Diane.
The lesson being, cover-ups rarely succeed, and you should not withhold anything from your attorney. Look, I want to believe that Nelle ran off into the night, and that's the last you ever saw of her. That's exactly what I'm going to argue to this detective. But Carly, things are seldom clear-cut with you.
Carly, Diane, thank you for coming in.
Like we had a choice with this out-of-town detective, which also begs the question, is that standard operating procedure around here, that you've just allowed some visiting policeman to come into your jurisdiction and order your constituents around?
I'm accommodating the interview as a professional courtesy. You'll be in interrogation 1.
Right, well, we know the way.
Well, Detective De Leon will be with you shortly.
You're not going to sit in?
No, I offered, but he declined. I'm going to let him experience the full impact of your defense strategy, all for himself.
I relish the opportunity. All right, now listen. Short, concise answers. I don't recall. I cannot recollect. Those are all options, all on the table. And if you are withholding something, Carly, for God's sake, please keep withholding it. The last thing I want in this interview is a surprise.
No funeral. Just if you could arrange a prayer at the graveside. I don't think that Nelle was religious, so just something simple. Thank you. Thanks again. You don't think I should be doing this?
No, it's not my place to say. I mean, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, but you don't think that Nelle deserves a proper burial?
I think that she caused a lot of problems, and the sooner she's forgotten, the better.
But Jax, you're forgetting, Nelle is leaving behind a little boy who someday will grow up and ask questions about his biological mother and maybe want to visit her grave, and now he'll be able to.
So you're doing this for Wiley?
Well, partly, yes, for Wiley, but for Nelle also. Not the psychotic Nelle that she showed the world, but the Nelle that could have been if life had been different.
Excuse me. Hello?
Mr. Jacks, Commissioner Ashford, we have some follow-up questions about the night that Nelle Benson disappeared.
Well, I already told the detective everything I know.
Okay, well, I'd still like to speak to you before I close the file. I can see you tonight here at the station.
Okay, sure. I'll be there.
That sounded ominous.
That's Commissioner Ashford. She has some questions about the night Nelle died.